Hello, my name is Domenico and I'm a product manager at Lightning GPS. In this tutorial, I'll review the basic functionality of the Lightning GPS platform as it relates to our monitoring panel. This video is designed to help someone get started or learn the very basics of Lightning GPS. Please check out our other tutorial videos that dive deeper into specific functionality. Here is our monitoring panel. The site is very centrically based around the map. If I change to the tracks panel, reports, geofences, driver, jobs, notifications, and units, that map stays constant. I'm going to bring us back to our monitoring panel. So right now, all my units are checked off. I can uncheck them. Now, the other thing we can do is clear the list. So I've cleared my list. I can click Add to the list. I can add individual units by double-clicking from that list and exiting. Or I can add to the list and choose my group. The name in brackets is a group name. You can click that to add all your units. Or if you have more than one group, you can do that, add just a single group. So here we have our units. If I hover over, I'll get some information. So this one tells me some information. We have ignition, we have voltage, how much longer to, how over they are on their oil change, and the fact they need a tire rotation. So these are things that can be set up. It also tells us their speed, their mileage, how many satellites, and the GPS coordinates for that location, as well as the listed location. This column we have drivers. Here's a look at one of our latest drivers. I think he's a handsome fellow. Here we can watch a unit on the map. So if I click here, I can then zoom in to view this on the map and follow. The map controls are Google-based, so it's easy and familiar to use. There goes our driver. So we can click here and choose our map. We can choose from Google Physical, Google Satellite, Google Hybrid, and other options. Open Street. It's a very different map. Bing Hybrid. So we have lots of map choices. I'm bringing this back to the Google Street as it's a familiar view. So the map is recentering around this unit as it drives, and that's what this button, Watch Unit on Map, will do for us. I can uncheck it at this time. This column tells us the motion state. This is an indicator of whether it's moving or stopped, or if the device is not reported in a while. This icon tells me that this device has been stopped for a while. It says it's been 3 hours and 3 minutes. Hovering over will give you that information. I can hover over this, and this tells me this has been stationary for 3 days. And this last is in motion. So if hovering over, latest station status is motion. Here we have one that's gray. This seems to have been stationary for days. And if we look over here, this column is our data accuracy column, which indicates how old data is and how many satellites were used for positioning. This one has 12 satellites, and its location is 1 minute old, or 1 minute and 43 seconds old. So this is current data. This one's also fairly current, with this position being 20 seconds old and having just 5 satellites. It's good. This one is being 3 hours old, has an orange bar. There's also a yellow indicator as well. This left bar here is for satellite. The right bar is for how old the data is. Gray is no satellites. Red would be the indicator that this data is old. We can view historical data on this map as well. By clicking on this, the Show Track, it'll load that data on the map to view, basically like a breadcrumb trail. So we can uncheck that to remove that. If I'd like a quick report, this tells me, hovering over tells me what report this will launch. This one's all about trips and parking, so I'm going to click on this, and it gives me a range of dates and some parking. Seems straightforward and easy. I can click here to see where that is on the map. I'm going to clear that and come back to our monitoring. This indicator here, or this icon, is for commands. This will allow you to locate. The last one is for properties. This would be a good spot to click if you're looking to change your device's name. Being a demonstration account, it does not allow me to change that name, but I would click in this box here and change that. Further, you can update your odometer readings here. This is an additional menu. You can customize your interface by clicking on the 3 dots on the right corner. Moving something from here to here moves it under this additional menu. I'm going to click here again to close that, and now that icon is moved under our additional options. So now it's moved to here. This allows you to customize the interface to better suit your need. Up here we have some tools as well as your username. You can click here to set up your user settings. Set your user settings such as time zone, daylight savings, the first day of the week is, measurement system, and change your password, what map options you'd like to see. If you wanted to, you could even move, by clicking here, the 3 dots, you can move items from this menu. You can remove a panel, so it simplifies the interface for you. You can click here for some tools. The track player is for the tracks panel. Distance is a tool that you can click to measure out a distance. So that distance is 6.692 miles. I'm going to reset that now and close it. I can measure out an area. I'm going to double click again to create my line, and then double click to drop my third point. The outside area of the perimeter is 9.598 miles, and the area is 3.91441 miles. We can close that out now. Other tools. We can search for an address. So it showed us the address. There's that address. It's an office. We can get a view. That also allows us to load that up in Google Maps. Or we can save it as a geofence when you have permission. Being a demo account, this does not have permission, but you'll be able to just choose you, give it a name, drop down to your group if you'd like, and save, and set the radius. Another useful tool is the nearest unit. So it allows us to show the number of units. Right now it's showing 2 because the data is for the last hour. If I choose the last 6 hours, it'll show me everything within that 6 hours and our closer unit, which is this one. Other things that can be seen here are notifications at the very bottom. So this one shows me that it's speeding. Thank you for watching this tutorial covering the basics of Lightning GPS. Remember to check out our other tutorial videos by visiting lightninggps.com.